Howdy all, Dawson with Defender Tactical. Today we're going to be doing an updated installation video for our highball Tang safety switch replacement for Mossberg shotguns. We initially had this video done before we released the product, and so we didn't have all the hardware in the shop. We're finally getting around to remaking the video now. We actually just remade our highball video and installed that on this Shockwave. I'll leave a link to that down below. So we're going to go ahead and get this stuff out of the package, talk about it really quick, and then move forward with the installation. So in the kit, you'll receive the sight itself, which is machined from solid 6061 T6 aircraft grade billet aluminum with a hard black anodized coating. We also offer these in red. Now it's got multiple ergonomic faces, smooth ergonomic faces, so you're not going to rough up the webbing of your hands or anything like that, particularly if you're shooting something like a Shockwave. There's no hard or sharp jagged edges on there. We've also designed it so that pretty much no matter how your thumb lands on this switch, you're able to actuate it. There's multiple actuation surfaces. Now, obviously, we have also included a rear sight reference in here. That's where it gets the name SafetySight. This gives you a great sight reference right at the top of the receiver and helps you line up with your bead to keep your shooting accurate. You'll also get a hardware kit that includes an Allen wrench, a replacement screw and crush washer, as well as a replacement detent ball if you happen to lose yours. I'm going to leave this one in the bag for right now because hopefully I won't need to use it. So I'll leave it in there just to be sure I can keep up with it. Now to start the installation, we're going to check our magazine and our chamber and be sure that the firearm is on safe. We're actually going to leave our action back. You want to be sure that your slide's locked all the way back. Otherwise, all the internal safety components are going to fall out of place and you'll have to take your trigger out and put them back in, and it's a big pain. So you want to be sure that your slide is back. And then the only other tool you may need for this is a flathead screwdriver. You want to try and get one that is the largest diameter possible to fit inside of this unidirectional screw here. It's a little bit funky, and you may even need to wrap some duct tape around this just to kind of give yourself a little bit more grip. But this screw has already been removed, so I don't think I'm going to need to do that. So you're just going to put your flathead screwdriver in the groove and put a lot of downward pressure on it and start to back it off little by little. There we go. It may take a second to break loose, and you want to be sure to keep pressure down on the safety switch as you're getting close to getting the screw out, because it is under force from the spring below it. So I'm going to remove the switch here, and my screw came with that. Underneath that, it may come out with the switch and the screw, but you'll find your detent plate right here. You will need to hold on to this and reuse it. And then you will find your spring in this little hole in between the screw, the safety block, and the fire indicator. And then the detent ball rests right on top of that screw. If you can leave it in place, that's going to be best. You got to kind of keep the shotgun straight up and down and keep it steady. But if you can leave it there and not have to worry about it, that is the best way to do it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our safety sight and our detent plate, as well as our new screw and crush washer. Now the detent plate is going to line up like so. So you're going to have these 3 holes facing towards the back. Some of them may have 6 holes, so they'll have the other 2 holes on the other side, so it won't matter which way you put them. But if you only have these 3 holes here, you want to be sure that you put them like so. So the hole is facing towards the rear of the firearm. Then you're going to take your safety sight and you're going to put the white line, the side that has the white safety rear sight reference, you're going to put that facing forward. And then you can drop your screw in there. And if you can get this all into one assembly, that's best. If not, you can lay your detent plate down on top. If you took it apart with your firearm in safe, then the ball should rest in this middle hole here. And then you can set your SafetySight and you screw down onto the detent plate, and be sure that everything goes in there nice and flat, and hold the pressure down. And then you can take your Allen wrench and start those threads of the screw. Perfect. And once you feel it biting in there and like it's holding it down, you can take your thumb off. Be sure that your safety is actuating and functioning properly. Looks good. Once you've got it in there, you can put your slide forward and do a full functions check. That looks good. And then you can torque your screw down just a little bit. It should sit flush with about the surface of the SafetySight. And that crush washer will help keep that screw on there. So that looks good right there. Definitely don't want to over tighten it. But yeah, guys, that is going to cover it. That is all I have for y'all today. I hope y'all found this helpful. If you enjoyed this, please drop a like or subscribe. We really appreciate y'all watching. Have a good one.